Let me give you the top 10 issues that you might get in your car Android radio and how to fix them. There's a tendency in these Android radios to freeze up to a point where you can't use them for anything. Like you can't open any app, you can't close any app, you can't increase the volume, you can't play music, you can't even shut it off. So if you ever land into such a situation, the first thing you will have to do is to find a safe place where you can park your car and then switch it off for like 10 to 30 minutes. So if the radio manages to successfully power off, it will mean that the next time you switch the car back on again, the radio will also power up and work just normally. But if the radio fails to power off even after switching off the car, then you will have to find something like this, a safety pin or a SIM card eject tool. Then you push it inside the hole on your car radio where you see the reset label or the RST letters. Then after resetting it, your radio should be able to restart and work just normally after that. At number 9, if your car radio is lagging or having a very low touch response, this might be because the memory is full or the touch screen for your car radio is having issues. To confirm that the memory is okay, we'll have to go to the settings section of your car Android radio and check the memory if there is enough space. If there isn't enough space, we will have to move some files to an external storage like a USB flash disk or a memory card. Then after clearing the memory, you'll just restart the radio and the problem will be gone. But if the problem persists, even after clearing the memory, then you'll have to contact a technician to check on the digitizer of your car radio to confirm if it's working well. Next, heating up in all car radio is normal to a certain extent, but if you find yourself in a situation where your car radio is really heating up, then that might be a problem arising from 3 things. Either the weather of the area that you're in, or the heat crossing over from the engine bay to the dashboard, or there might be a short circuit in the wiring of your car radio. So to find out where the problem is coming from, we'll have to drive the car at night when the sun is down. And if the dashboard also gets hot, just like the car radio, then it will be the heat coming from the engine bay crossing over to the dashboard. And to fix that, you will just contact your mechanic to fix the firewall of the car. But if you find out that it's only the radio heating up when you're driving at night, then that will show that there might be something wrong in the wiring of the car, and you will need to contact a technician as soon as possible to dig and find if there is a short circuit somewhere or if there are some open wires that are causing the problem. Most car Android radios in this type of design actually do not output the best sound quality. Reason being, the inbuilt amplifiers in these radios are very small, so they can't output the type of sound that you might be looking for. So if you have the same problem, then you'll have to buy sound accessories now like a DSP, an amplifier, a subwoofer, better speakers, and very many other things in that line. So if you're interested in buying any of the mentioned accessories, you'll have to visit the shop where you buy your car accessories from and also get recommendations depending on the type of car you drive and also the type of sound you might be looking for. By the way, if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button below to see more videos like this every week. You might also experience a problem of your radio falling out of the dashboard or shaking and making sounds when you're driving. So if you ever find yourself in such a situation, you'll just need to get a technician to open up the dashboard and check on the radio to confirm that it was fastened in well. But if it wasn't, then you will need to get screws and fasten the radio on the dashboard itself to make sure that it's firm and it doesn't move while you're driving. There are also cases when no one is using the radio but you realize that it's pressing itself. It might be turning up the volume and down, opening apps and closing them, or moving marks around the screen when actually no one is using the radio. These are what we call ghost clicks, and if you ever find yourself having such a problem, remember to first clean the screen to make sure that there's no liquid at all on the screen, and if the problem persists, then you'll need to contact your technician to check on the digitizer of your car radio. Sometimes the way the radio is fitted into the dashboard can also bring that problem because some technicians use these very long screws and they end up piercing the screen from the back, hence bringing up those ghost clicks. So if your car Android radio ever gets such a problem, remember to first clean the screen to make sure that there's no liquid on the screen. And if the problem persists, then you will need to contact the technician to check on the digitizer and also on the screen itself. By any chance, if you ever see smoke coming out of your car dashboard or around the radio section or from your car radio itself, it's always better to find a safe place where to park and you contact your car technician immediately. This in most cases means that there's a short circuit, and to prevent any fire outbreaks, you'll will need to contact your technician to come and fix the problem immediately before you proceed with your journey. So if there's no sound coming from your car Android radio, whether you're playing music or when you switch to the FM radio app, or even when you connect a phone via Bluetooth to the radio and you try to play music, if there isn't any sound coming from the speakers, then sometimes this is a problem coming from the radio itself, and to resolve it, you just need to switch off the car, give it like 10 to 15 minutes and switch it back again. The problem will be gone. But if the problem persists, then you'll have to open up the radio and you check on the sound cables behind the radio to see if they are well connected. If they're connected well and still the problem has failed to go away, then you'll do a quick reset, and I'm sure that will take away the problem. There are also cases when you're driving around town but you can't get the FM signal very well. For example, in Kampala we have radio stations like Sanyu, CBS FM, Energy Radio, Galaxy FM. These are radio stations that have a very strong signal around the city center. So if you're driving around but you can't get a clear signal, then you'll have to check on the antenna of your car radio. And to do this, you simply open up the radio and you check behind if the antenna pin is fixed. And if it is, but the problem is persisting, then you'll have to check on the roof of the car to see if the antenna is present. So if the antenna pin is fixed inside the radio and the antenna is present on the roof of the car, but still you're getting the signal problem, then you'll have to contact your technician to come and see where the problem is coming from. But sometimes it might be because the antenna cable inside the car is broken. Lastly, you know how you bookmark your FM radio stations in a certain way on your car Android radio and then modify the settings to your own taste, then you switch off the car. Coming back the next day, everything is gone. So we call that memory loss in car radios, and it usually happens when you disconnect the battery and you reconnect it again. So if the battery wasn't removed, then it means you need to tighten the clamps very well and make sure that the hold down clamp is also fastened very well so that the battery doesn't move while you're driving the car. In conclusion, these are just some of the issues you might face with your car Android radio, and I understand there are very many out there. So if you feel like there's a problem that you've ever experienced and I haven't talked about it, feel free to leave it in the comment section and I'll be very happy to get back to you soonest. Otherwise, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next video. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button to see more videos like this. Bless.